Quasi here, and in this video, I'm going to share with you how to actually visualize to get what you want and really how to visualize the correct way to be moving towards your goal rather than away from it. And if you've been visualizing for a really long time, it took me a couple years to figure this out. So make sure you stick around to the very end of this video because I'm going to share with you the 3 biggest keys that changed visualization for me completely. Before I begin this video, I wanted to quickly announce that I'm doing a free giveaway of my book, Life Mastery. If you want to enroll into a competition to win this book for completely free in the ebook format at the end of the week, just comment Life Mastery down below, and every single Friday we'll be picking one lucky winner to get this book for free. And also, I'm super excited to announce that a couple of spots have opened up for the free one-to-one consult with me for the Reality Mastery program. If you're interested in that, wait till the end of the video for the announcement on that. And with that, let's get started with this video. So in this video, I want to talk to you about visualization. And why I want to talk about this is because I've got a lot of questions about this. And I see that a lot of people have been visualizing for a couple of years, but they don't seem to get the results that they want with it. Okay? And I want to clear all of that up and really how to visualize the correct way and the 2 types of visualizations you need to know and the 3 keys to make those 2 types actually work like magic, okay? So the first and foremost, what I want to talk about is why most people don't make visualization work. So there's a big misunderstanding around visualization. And nowadays, people use it to get something. But the whole purpose of visualization is to create that experience in your internal world. So this is used to experience your ideal reality. Okay, so the key word is experience. When you understand this, then you're no longer trying to manipulate a certain result by visualizing. What most people do is, okay, well, I want this. Come on, visualize this win. Oh, come on, visualize that, visualize this, right? That becomes very, very ineffective. Why? Because if you're trying to manipulate a certain result, what happens is you're creating too much attachment to it, right? So this visualization process is supposed to be at your calmest state when you don't need something. You're coming from a place of scarcity. You're really reinforcing the scarcity when you need something. So subconsciously you're saying, I don't already have, so I need to visualize to get. Okay, that's why it becomes ineffective. So when you use this to just experience your ideal reality and let go of what is happening or what happens, then life naturally brings this experience to you. You naturally recreate this internal experience in your external world. Okay, I want you to keep that in mind. Now the next thing is when people visualize, they only do one type of visualization. But what I want you to know is there are 2 types of visualization. So before we even go on to that, understand that there is what's known as desire and there is what's known as intention. Now I'm going to clear up the distinction between the 2. Desire is the focus on the goal itself. Okay? So desire is solely the focus on the goal. This is the feminine aspect. Intention is the focus on the movement towards the goal. What do I mean by that? Well, desire doesn't care about how you move towards the goal. It just keeps focusing on the goal. Unless and until you're like one step away from achieving your goal, desire isn't that useful, okay? Intention, on the other hand, focuses on how you're going to get from this point A to that point B, and really that movement towards it, taking step by step, getting you towards that. Intention is you crafting it out by the power that you possess, right? So understand that desire is futile if you don't have intention. With just desire, you're not going to move towards your goal. But intention won't even exist without desire. So you need both of them. Desire is the feminine aspect of it. Intention is the masculine aspect. You got to fill up the bucket of your desire and have it transfer onto the bucket of your intention. Okay? So desire leads to intention. Now what happens is most people lose this life energy. Okay? When you get demotivated, when you get demoralized and you can't think about your goals anymore, you keep going to your job and you keep doing the same mundane thing over and over again, your life energy is just gone. This desire is missing. You can't even conceive of doing anything different because this has become so much your worldview. Okay? So for people who don't have desire, this bucket is empty. So this intention doesn't arise anyways. This is why they're lacking that energy and they can't really do anything. In order to get that vitality within you, you got to expand your comfort zone and show yourself, snap yourself out of it. It's kind of like this. If you're living, this is why people say ignorance is bliss. If you're doing a full-time job and you're, you don't know the conception of anything other than that, you don't understand, millionaires, there's no such thing as a millionaire, there's no such thing as online businesses, there's no such thing as financial freedom, you wouldn't be striving towards that. You'd be happy with just, working a full-time job, because in your worldview, this is all that can be done. But as soon as something else enters your worldview, the possibility for a little bit more, you can't stop thinking about it, right? It's kind of like enlightenment. This is why the Buddha said, once you understand the concept of enlightenment, nothing else in this world is going to satisfy you. That's all you'll be striving towards, okay? That's because when you have that, this thing inside you gets activated, the desire to become one with the vast ocean. Right now you're a droplet trying to become one with the ocean, but you get frustrated because you're like, oh, is this it? Is this it? And you don't have the possibility of anything more. You can't conceive of anything more. The moment you start to conceive of, making more money, you strive towards that. Having an awesome relationship, you strive towards that, right? So activating this life energy is all about looking past your current sphere of comfort, looking outside and seeing what's possible. That's first of all. And transferring this into intention is what we're going to talk about with visualizing. So remember, I mentioned 2 types of visualizing. First of all, goal visualization and also process visualization. So goal visualization is number 1, okay? And process visualization is number 2. Both of these are needed. Most people just use goal visualization and they visualize the goal. And while that's good, the thing with goal visualization is, unless you're one step away from achieving your goal, it's futile, okay? That's when you need process visualization. If you want to go from 0 to, becoming a millionaire, you first have to go to 10,000, then 100,000, and then 1 million, right? You can't just skip steps. Even when you go from 0 to 1 million, you are still doing the steps, but to you, it appears discretized, but it is a continuous process, okay? So what goal visualization closely relates to is desire. What process visualization closely relates to is intention. Process visualization is focused on the movement towards the goal. Goal visualization is just focused on the goal itself. Okay? You can just sit at home on your couch all day long and you can visualize your goal, nothing will happen. You can also visualize the process, but unless and until you can intend and move towards that and actually ground that process visualization in actual reality itself, no movement is going to happen either. So now I'm going to give you an example of how I use goal visualization and process visualization every single day. So a couple years ago, back in May of 2018, July 2018, I was finishing up my summer internship in my engineering career and they offered me a full-time job to go into it. But I saw that that's not something I wanted to do. But I really didn't know what I wanted. I knew what I didn't want. So first of all, I knew I had to get clarity around my life and what I wanted to do. Because I don't want to spend the rest of my life as an engineer doing something I'm not even passionate about. I had a goal in mind, okay? I had a vague goal in mind and I created a slide out of that. My slide, my goal, final goal slide, which is the same as it is today, is waking up in my mansion in California next to the partner of my dreams, and I have a nice red shiny car, I don't know, Ferrari or a Tesla, whatever it is. I go down and my friends are swimming in the pool. They're like, Quasi, jump in. And I think I have to go out into the town. The mansion is in the hills. That's what I kept visualizing and turning in my head. So the thing with goal and process visualization is that you need both of them. No one is more important than the other. And as I said to you, without the desire, the intention is useless. Without the goal, the process won't even be there. So first of all, because I didn't know how to get to my goal of financial freedom, how to get to that goal of being in that LA mansion, that California mansion, I just focused on the goal itself. I just visualized the goal. Once you keep visualizing the goal, what you actually want, ideas for the process come to you. Okay? The doors to get to that goal start to show up to you. Because this is what's happening. When you visualize the goal, you start to attune yourself to the parameters of that goal. Okay, your frequency starts to resonate at the frequency of the goal lifeline. So right now you're currently going at a lifeline based on the decisions and the intentions you have. You know, Quasi was going towards a full-time corporate engineering career, but I was attuning myself to those lifelines so I can shift. When I visualize that goal, I tune myself to that goal. When I ground my actions in that direction, then I start to move towards that direction even more, and I stop wavering back in this direction. Okay, so to really show you this, let's say there are 3 lifelines, right? Let's say you're in this current spot. This is the spot of engineering. This is the spot of, mansion Quasi. And this is the, drug addict Quasi. Based on the decisions you make, you go to certain lifelines. Based on what your actions, and I'm talking internal actions, external actions, what predominant thoughts you have, what you keep focusing on, you start to attune to different lifelines. Visualization is a powerful way for you to attune to these different lifelines. When I visualize my goal, I keep attuning to these lifelines. Okay, the mansion lifeline. When I keep focusing on what I don't want, reality doesn't understand between what you do want and what you don't want. When I keep focusing on, I don't want the engineering job, I keep attuning to the engineering lifelines. When I keep going out to party and doing drugs, I will probably attune to the drug addict lifeline. Okay? So this is basically what's happening. There are 3 different lifelines, or 4, 5, 6, however many lifelines. Whatever your thought energy corresponds to, predominantly, that's the lifeline you'll be focused on. If 51% of my thoughts are focused on mansion, business Quasi, making money, giving value, becoming a revolutionary coach, that's the lifeline I'll attune to. Then I'll be moving towards that direction. Okay? So that's the balance. So when you visualize the goal, and I keep attuning to these lifelines, a magical thing happens. Right now, the door to this lifeline is closed for me. Okay? So when I'm here, I don't really know how to get to that mansion, by the way. I don't know what I need to do to get to financial freedom, to be able to make that kind of money. But when I keep visualizing, what happens is suddenly these doors start to show up. And what I mean by this door is the basis of your process visualization. So when I started visualizing that, I was like, I want to start making YouTube videos. Maybe I can give some value to the world. Maybe that can potentially evolve into a business. I don't know. That's what I'm passionate about. So January 2019, I made my first video. 2018. January 2018, I think I made my first YouTube video. January 1st, 2018, Quasi makes his first YouTube video. Or it might be December 31st, 2018. I don't know. If you can go back, you can check when I made my first YouTube video. So Quasi has the idea, make videos. First door, right? And then this door evolved more and more. I keep visualizing the goal. Door evolves more and more. Like, now Quasi has to make 2 YouTube videos a week, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At one point, I was making a video per day, right? So that's how this process evolved for me. And these doors started closing up. Even more than that, I had more ideas for the process. Okay, so when I have the idea that, Quasi needs to make 1 video per week, I visualize myself making a video. I visualize myself editing the video. I visualize myself starting a Facebook group, building up my business. All of these ideas come to me. All of these ideas will only come to you in the moment where you're not distressed. This is what's known as intuition. People misunderstand this. People think intuition is like, I feel good, so I should do that. No, that's instinct. That's your bodily instinct. Intuition comes at a peaceful, calm state. These ideas will hit you like a eureka moment. Albert Einstein didn't go searching for the theory of relativity. It just hit him. The ideas just come at you like a eureka. Intuition will find you. You don't need to go searching for it. You can't train it. This is something when you stay at peace within yourself, these ideas come to you. Okay, this comes from attuning yourself to this lifeline. What's known as this space, the world space, the alternative space, which contains every single combination of possible realities that can be manifested. It contains that information, which then you attune to and the ideas start hitting you. But if you block that information, it's never going to come to you. AKA if you're distressed, if you're stressed out, if you're questioning, doubting yourself, fighting against yourself, it'll never come to you. Only when you're fully relaxed, these ideas come to you. So sometimes I would get the ideas in my dream, right? I have a client who's going through the Reality Mastery program. He's going through the same process. He's like, oh, this is what I need to do. I need to start reaching out to more clients and doing this outreach work and start making more videos. And now his YouTube channel's gone from like 20 to 100 subscribers within the span of 3-4 weeks, right? So this is what I'm talking about. All of these doors will start to present and start to join, connect the dots. And eventually you'll get to that. So I grew my business from zero, absolute zero in February 2019 to now it's almost February 2019. I'm about to hit my first 100K month in my business, right? So I went from 0 to 100K months within 12 months. And the thing is, it feels very, very slow to you. But when other people look into your life, it's going to be very quick. To them, it looks very quick because they keep going 2 steps forward, 1 step back. But you're just going 2 steps forward without going a step back. This is the power of visualization if it's done correctly. There are also a combination of other things like not fighting against yourself, learning to coordinate and all of that. But I'll share that in some other video. But this is what I mean by goal and process visualization. So what I want you to take away from this is when you visualize the goal, when you don't have any process in mind, let's say you want to get to financial freedom. Let's say you want to get out of your corporate career. Let's say you want to grow your business. And even when I'm stuck in my business sometimes, I always do this, right? I look at the goal. Okay, the goal is I want to get to that LA mansion. The goal is maybe I want to get to the 100K months, 200K months. I keep visualizing the goal. And then the process comes to me. Oh, I need to work on Facebook ads. I visualize me working on Facebook ads, doing it really well. Whenever I get that eureka moment, whenever I get that idea, that forms the basis of your process visualization. That is the doorway that will lead you to that goal. Okay? So I want you to take this away from that. So now I want to share with you the 3 keys that's going to make visualization effortless for you. And I want you to stick around till the end of this video because this is going to be a big game changer. So key number 1, visualize the goal every morning and nighttime. Okay, what do I mean by this? Well, first thing you wake up in the morning, you visualize the goal. Just as you're about to get up, you're lazy, you're loath to rise, you wake up, you visualize the goal, that final destination you would like to be at. Okay, include many different slides, many different scenarios of it. Oh, there's one point where, I'm doing a seminar in front of many people. Or there's one point when I'm in the Caribbean with my wife. Many different slides of what the ideal life looks like. Do this every morning and at night as you fall asleep, as you're about to fall asleep. You visualize your ideal goal. When you do this every single day, the ideas keep coming to you. The ideas for the process will keep coming to you throughout the day. And then throughout the day, you do process visualization. Okay, so you use these ideas, the basis for all of this, and use that to visualize the process. Oh, I'm visualizing getting to my Cali mansion. What do I need to do? I need to do this for my business. To take my business to that next level, this is what I need to do. That's what I need to do. And boom, you use that to visualize the process. I'm seeing myself doing that. My YouTube videos get better and better every single day. I'm giving more and more value. More and more people start to watch it. What results am I getting out of the process as well? You see yourself doing it. You see yourself reaping the rewards from the process. Oh, before I even made this video, I visualized myself making this video and this is going to be an awesome video. This is going to give so much value. So many people are going to watch it, right? That's what you want to do. With every single process, you want to visualize what it feels like to be doing it first of all and be doing it really well and seeing yourself get better and better at it every single day. Okay? That brings me to number 3, which is also why most people fail with visualization. Visualize to experience, not to get. You don't do this. You don't visualize and you sort of keep looking for, oh, is it working? Is it working? Oh, no, it's not working. Come on, work. And then you get frustrated. You visualize, you let it be, and you see that it'll work for you. You visualize and you look for where it is working, Not ask, is it working? Is it working? Because then you start to doubt yourself. When you start to doubt yourself, you're just moving backwards in your mind. This is why doubts are so dangerous. They're more harmful than cancer. Right? Doubts have killed more dreams than cancer. Because you start to move forward, you're like, yes, I'm hopeful, this will work, this will work, this will work. But then you're like, is it working? Oh, it's not working. Then you're going backwards again. So you keep going forwards and backwards, one step forward, one step back. Instead of doing that, just visualize the experience, leave it. Leave it, let reality arrange everything for you. It takes a little bit of time. Reality has a delay principle. That's why nothing manifests immediately. Okay, things that do manifest immediately, they go away just as quick. So if you want to get a permanent result, you be patient with it and you work with the slides and you create that, you concretize it with your internal reality. You'll see reality will arrange everything to make it happen for you at a permanent state. Example, getting consistent revenue in your business. So that also brings me to identity shifting. You know, when you craft your reality, that's one thing, but you got to craft yourself to be able to maintain that, to be worthy of that. So this is crafting reality, and this is crafting your identity. This is why we do identity shifting in the Reality Mastery program. So I'm going to make another video about this, about identity shifting, how to really get yourself to that point where you are able to permanently maintain your results rather than getting a result and then losing it just as quick. Because there are a lot of people who do make money, but then they lose that money just as quickly as they made it. Because within them, they're not worth it. They're not worth maintaining it. Hence the inconsistency. So just to recap, the 3 keys are, first of all, visualize the goal every single morning and every night before bed. So this is when you're at your most relaxed state. This is at your calmest state. You're not stressed out. You're not mentalizing or thinking about something, or there's no tightness within you, but you're at ease. And then you visualize the goal. Very powerful. And then you use every single day as you get the ideas, you use that as a basis for the process visualization. Number 3, visualize to experience, not to manipulate. Okay? And I also want to recap the gist of this video. So first of all, we talked about why most people fail. They try to manipulate a result. And second, we talked about desire versus intention and how desire is the focus on the goal itself, but intention is the focus on the movement towards the goal. Desire is the feminine aspect, intention is the masculine aspect. You need both the feminine and the masculine to combine together in order for creation to happen. Most people don't have desire because they've lost life energy and they can't conceive of anything bigger. So they keep searching for something, but they don't know what it is. They don't know what they want to get to. That's why they never get it. There's no clarity, right? And also they don't have the intention. They just keep desiring it. Like, oh, I want it. But there's no movement towards that. It's futile. You need both. And then we talked about goal and process visualization. Goal is focused on the desire itself, and the goal visualization helps you get the ideas that will lead to the doors to that final destination you want to get to. And then the process visualization is focused on the movement, which more closely resembles intention. You focus on the movement towards the actual goal. Okay, so when you get the ideas from the goal visualization, you use that to visualize what it would look like as you're capitalizing on these ideas, as you're doing the process. Example, Quasi wants to get to the mansion. Idea, make YouTube videos, start online business. Visualize online business going well. Visualize, YouTube videos going really well. Visualize giving crazy value. Visualize clients crushing it. Boom. That's what happens. Right? So with that, I conclude this video. Thank you so much for watching. I sincerely hope this was helpful. Please leave me a comment letting me know what you thought of this, if you've been using this, and how your results have been with this. Okay, this was something that was very, very powerful for me. That's why I'm sharing it with you. This is also straight from the Reality Mastery program. Okay, our students use this and absolutely crush it in their lives. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that little bell there so you're notified of any new video that I put up. And also I'm super excited to announce that the free one-to-one consult, as I mentioned to you, for the Reality Mastery program is now open. So what we do in the Reality Mastery program is we help you really shift at the very core, at that identity level, so that you're able to permanently get a result in your life, not a temporary lottery win. Okay, so for people who are stuck in their businesses, they want to scale up to a higher revenue, this is for you. People who are professional jobs, they want to shift to becoming worthy, becoming that entrepreneur version of themselves, this is also for you as well. So if you want to sign up for the free one-to-one consult, make sure you click on the link in the description below. Please only sign up if you're serious about working together in a program. Otherwise, the free Facebook group is also open for you to join if you would like to join that. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time. Peace.